Finally, some news about the Nightwing movie. So we've not heard much about this live action Nightwing film, part of the DCEU. No castings, no kind of firm details, but the director, Chris McKay, he's came out and gave an interview recently, and here's what he had to say. He says, "It's going to be an effing badass action movie with a lot of heart and emotion. It's going to be a crazy fun ride. Whoever gets cast as Nightwing and any of the actors around are going to go through a boot camp experience because it's going to be a lot. I'm not going to do a lot of CG. It's going to be all real. It's going to be real stunt work, and they're going to need to do all the stuff on camera and do it credibly. For the cast and crew, it's going to be a visceral experience, and for the audience. It's not going to be like a lot of those movies where there's a lot of CG and flying and things like that. Everything he does is going to have to be real. His superpower is being really good as a human being at fighting and gymnastics and stuff like that. So you're going to see that on screen. It's going to be fun." So he goes on to say, "I'm a big fan of underdog stories, and Dick Grayson is one of the biggest underdog stories in comics. And he's a character that I grew up with. Robin was there as a window character for the little kids like me to understand Batman's world. Very few characters actually grow up in the comics and become something else, and go from being a boy to being an adult, and have their own life and become their own thing." So those are the words of Chris McKay, who's directing Nightwing, and for myself, I'm not too bothered who they cast in the role of Dick Grayson. I just feel that it's going to be interesting to see who they actually get, because, you know, not just as a good actor, but someone who can do the physical action. It'll be interesting to see, and the rest of the cast, who they get. But they must be holding back on this, on the announcement of casting. Maybe, you know, just after Justice League, all these castings will come out for Batgirl and Nightwing, and it'll be interesting to see if these characters are mentioned at all, or if they have a cameo, because with all this stuff going on in the movie, you've had Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and now Justice League. It's kind of hard to, you know, have no mention of these characters in any way. So hopefully there's some mention of them or a cameo of them in Justice League. So guys, let me know in the comments below what you think. Is this obviously something that you expected? Are you looking forward to this movie? Also, click that like button, share, and of course subscribe if you haven't already done so.